today we're talking about the GOAT, Lancey Foux. Okay, I've made so many ranking videos that it's kind of hard coming up with new ways to write an intro. So we're ranking Lancey's albums. What do you want? That's it. I'm only including the stuff that is on his Spotify page because I'm too lazy to search up some underground SoundCloud release he probably made when he was like 12. So let's just begin. First Day at Nursery is a collab album with Nuge, I don't know. I really tried to like it, but it's not that good. The only track I kinda liked was Wild Go, and that's it. Out of the 10 tracks, almost none kept me engaged, or excited, or made me feel anything. It was like listening to early Yeet, meaning the flows, the beats, almost everything felt very generic, very been there, done that. That's all I had to say, and I'm sorry, but what do you want me to say? I didn't like it, shut up. Now, let's talk about the albums that you probably clicked this video for. Okay, let's talk about Pink. Pink is Lancey's first album, and I went into it expecting it to be kinda rough. But to be honest, it's fine. Being released in 2015, while being different at the time, you can tell that he's still trying to figure out his own vocal style. Talking about his vocals here, they sound a bit rough around the edges. Very pitched down compared to the stuff that we're used to nowadays. But you gotta keep in mind for 2015, this was different, and in kind of a good way. The beat selection is pretty solid. Most of these tracks have a slow, spacey trap vibe, and they are mediocre to okay in my opinion. I was surprised though. I really thought this would be some hot trash. My favorite tracks are Night, Now and Forever, Guns N' Roses, 6 Jackson with one of the best flows on the album, and X Love. Pink 2 was released like 3 years after Pink, and damn, the improvement on almost everything. His flow on every track had significantly improved, which is highlighted with the first track, Speed Demon. The track for the first 50 seconds is preparing you for a great drop, with Lancey flowing for the rest 3 minutes. Died Twice is the best track on the album, featuring Skepta. This is also one of Lancey's best tracks in terms of song structure. Brainwashed was fine but very generic for me. After the intro tracks, the album unfortunately takes a big nosedive. And it's sad because when I first listened to it, I was like, yeah, this is definitely top 3. But as I went through the tracks that were up next, the ranking slowly went down and down. Of course, the album has its highlights. Like Cuddy Walk has a few good moments in it, and Starstruck has one of the most unique beats on the tape. But other than that, it was pretty meh. Compared to his old stuff, it was great. But on its own, it's pretty weak. First Degree is the first album Lancey released in 2021, and I feel like he wanted this to be the album with his hardest song, because almost every single track has a hard rage beat with Lancey going ham on it, with very few laid-back melodic beats. And I'm going to say it, melodic Lancey is better than heartbeat Lancey. It's like Pierre's music. I like Pierre's rapping, but his melodic rapping is so much better to me. It fits his beats better. And that's what I think sounds better with Lancey's vocals. Don't get me wrong though, this album has some hard-ass tracks. Murder Talk makes me want to beat someone up. Don't Talk will make you have a mad mood for no reason. Same with What You Want featuring Skepta. Don't Trust Me, Based, Sex, Money and Extortion. All these tracks are fire. The reason this album is in the lower half of the ranking is because I just prefer melodic Lancey. Do you remember when I said that some tracks on First Degree make you feel rage inside like you're about to beat somebody up for no reason? Well, Back to the Trap is filled with tracks like this. ADHD, Coupe GTS, World Flow Boss, Go Go Trap. All these make you go insane. Ronaldinho is simply crazy. The beat is so compressed, it reminds me if Punk Monk by Cardi was on crack. Make sure your grandma doesn't listen to this because she's going to explode. I want to call this his First Degree 2, but he evolved his hard style so much that I would be doing it wrong calling it that. The only track that is not considered hard is Last Breath, and even that has hints and patterns of rage. My final thoughts on this thing are that it's one of Lancey's most important albums so far, because it showcases the versatility of his flow, beat selection, and style. Life in Hell is Lancey's biggest album so far with 22 tracks, and it had me very confused at first, but the more I listened, the more I ended up loving the album. There are a few misses on it, like, there are no misses on it. Most of the songs have a melodic, chilled out vibe that I love, that is being clearly delivered to you when you listen to the intro track, Spirit of Ecstasy. Lancey is straight up singing on this track, with some beautiful vocals in the background, man. This had me tearing up. More of that chilled out vibe is being thrown at you on the intro to World of Fire. Lancey snapped on this. 12th Hour is just beautiful. Sun Moon is for blowing up speakers. I Feel Like I'm Me is probably my favorite track on the tape. I don't know, his flow on this, oh my god. And the best part about this track is that it transitions into All Night Long. And being the PR meat writer I am, I got out of my chair and started applauding the Spotify page when I first listened to it. Love's Killing Me Slowly has a crazy vibe. Lies Will Set You Free has an insane ass beat. Lancey or Lancey, one of the few hard tracks on the tape, and it's crazy. His ad-libs on this are fire, and that ending, my god. Shit is sending you to heaven. The next track though is gonna send you straight to hell. Too Hard to Kill had me waiting for a beat drop, but other than that, this is also beautiful. I Grade is so different, man. Mostly thanks to the beat, and the outro track is, again, beautiful. I am sounding like a broken record right now with how many times I've said beautiful in this segment of the video, but it's the only fitting word to describe this album. It makes a ton of sense why Lancey decided to release an album filled with hard rage tracks on the next release. He's really showing how versatile he can be with these last projects. Lancey Foux is Lancey's second longest project, and man, I came back to this thing so many times. Lancey's improvement from Pink 2 to this is night and day. I might be wrong, but I think this is the project that put him on the map, and man, for good reason. Crazy beats for 2019, flowing perfectly with his unique ass vocals. It's just mwah. Slow Burn is his second best intro track, but it's too short. Same with Elon Musk, coming in at 1 minute and 39 seconds. Whole Other Wave gives you 645 AR vibes, but I love it. Ghetto Youth is another Lancey song with some beautiful ass vocals in the background. Kinda reminds me of Purity. Better Alone, Dead and Gone, Take Some More, all these are crazy, especially for the time. Say None, Ain't None is amazing. Cardo did his thing on the beat, and Lancey flowed perfectly on it. But again, it's short as hell. When I Call feels like an interlude, more like a solid full track, but I kinda like it. India is the same deal with Say None. It's amazing, but it's short as hell. Okay, we need to talk about Dream just for this moment. Bro is a walking voice changer, what the fuck? Sight Night is a bop. So Free is fire, and thank you Lancey for making it not be 1 minute long. I appreciate it, man. Raining Red is another bop. Same with the outro track, Life and Death. This whole album is just fire, and for 2019, my god. People really have been sleeping on Lancey, even with his streams today. I still feel like he's a bit underrated. And what's crazy about that is that he managed to top this album with another one. Live Evil for me is the perfect Lancey album. It has hard songs and flows, chilled out tracks, his best features, and the album theme is just crazy good. The intro track is perfect for setting up the theme. It features verses from the later track, I Know, with ambient noise and very effect-heavy vocals. Respect is fire as hell, but the only gripe I have with it is that it's short. Out of My Mind is amazing. I love Lancey on this, but Yachty carries him in the end. Sweet is a bop. Same with Tell Your Friends and Berserk, but again, it's short. I Know is the first Lancey track I heavily listened to, and I fell in love with it so bad. I don't even know why. Wait in Miami is such a roller coaster. First it's chill, then this woman starts speaking in Spanish and tells Lancey that he ruins people. Then Lancey decides to switch the song up to this hard-ass melody. Change is fire, but something is a bit off whenever I listen to it, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Collection is underrated as hell. Very jumpy beat on this one. Over Me is one of my absolute favorite Lancey tracks. That beat is mesmerizing. And on Big Swag, I thought 24K Golden's part was gonna be some hot trash because I only know him from his cringe TikTok tracks. But to be honest, I liked it. It definitely adds something to the track. So there you go, every Lancey album ranked. I tried to make this video a bit shorter. I hope it's short. And if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe because I said so. Because I said so.